The deep-sea liner 2682 was heading straight for the port in Shandong, China. The giant vessel measures to be about 131 feet long. It was built with the intention of withstanding all sorts of water and storms out at sea for extended periods amount of time. So this is the type of ship that goes into the deep waters for years, does not come back except only to fuel up. It's a little bit strange that the ship is coming home so early. The original plan for this vessel was a 2-year-long expedition, departing from China, going all the way to Peru, going around South America for a while, before finally, slowly, making its way through Japan and back to China in the Pacific Ocean. The trip was supposed to last 2 years. Now, for some reason, the deep-sea liner 2682 makes it all the way to Peru, and then abruptly they decide to turn around and come back home just 8 months out at sea. Nobody knew the real reason on why they decided to come back so early. Just that something very bad must have happened on that boat. It was made pretty clear to anyone on the docks waiting that this was not a situation of everyone just being homesick. There was a major rainstorm the day that the ship was coming back, and everyone that was gathered by the docks, they had these flimsy little umbrellas that were basically flipping upside down, and they're getting drenched in rain, just waiting for this ship. There's this really strong sense of uneasiness, anxiety. There were confused family members of passengers that were just standing around like, I don't know what's going on. Why are they coming home? There were men in suits who worked for the company that owned the ship. They're there confused. Almost a dozen police cars were also waiting for the ship's arrival. There are so many questions. Why would there need to be so many police officers showing up for a random boat coming home early? The second that the ship docks, family members are strictly prohibited from talking to their loved ones that they have not seen in 8 months. The passengers of this boat, they're brought out one by one, handcuffed. Their heads are shoved into separate police cars and they're whisked away. People waiting at the port, they're trying to ask questions like, what the hell is going on? But the police just ignore them. They get into their squad cars and they drive off. Clearly, this is not a situation of there being a technical issue with the boat or somebody falling ill. It didn't look like some sort of innocent fuel shortage problem either. Just as quickly as the police escorts the passengers away, men in full hazmat suits and goggles, the whole 9 yards, they show up. Forensic teams board the ship and spray the entire vessel with luminol, which I'm sure you guys have seen in crime shows and movies. It's a chemical compound that you spray onto a surface. It detects blood. Even if someone tries to clean up said blood, it can detect blood that has been diluted 10,000 times. Once it comes in contact with blood, it starts to glow this pale blue fluorescent color. The whole ship started to glow, like some sort of like badly edited Halloween haunted ship movie. There was so much, quote, cleaned up blood on the boat, but you really didn't need a forensic team to even tell you that something very bad happened on the boat. It's just a numbers game. When the ship embarked on its journey December 27th, 2010, there were 33 passengers on the ship. 8 months later, the ship would arrive home early with only 11 people on the boat. 22 people did not make it back. They did not get sick at sea. They did not get into some sort of freak accident. 22 people were murdered on the ship.